On election night, we can expect to be in suspense in several of the swing states that are going to determine who wins the White House. In Pennsylvania, the state doesn't allow mail ballots to be opened until Election Day. Wisconsin has similar issues where they also don't allow their mail ballots to be opened and processed until Election Day itself. Michigan was the third swing state that had this issue, but the Democratic legislature and its Democratic governor passed and signed a law to change that. So now they can open their mail ballots several days before Election Day and have them all tallied up ahead of time. That's the way it works in most mail states, and it's the reason why some states with lots of mail ballots, like Florida, actually report their results faster. Other states that rely heavily on mail can take longer, though. Arizona is one of the great examples of this. In Arizona, you can drop off a mail ballot as late as at the time polls close on Election Day itself. That slows down the ballot count. They have similar provisions in Nevada, where a new law also allows ballots that are sent in the mail on Election Day and arrive a couple of days later to be counted. As people watch the ballot count on the internet on election night, it's important to understand that different states count differently because of some of these rules. And that's going to make different candidates seem to be in the lead at different times. Take, for example, Pennsylvania, where you can't start processing those mail ballots until people are actually voting in person. That means the people who vote in person get their ballots counted first. Since those people tend to be Republican, that means Republicans usually seem to be in the lead in Pennsylvania. So it's important not to fall for arguments that there's something questionable happening because Democrats are surging late in Pennsylvania. It's just the way that the ballots are counted. It's in fact the way that the Republican legislature there required the ballots to be counted. Arizona has a different dynamic. The Republican legislature there also drew up the rules, but the way that ballots are usually counted, it's the mail ballots that were dropped off before Election Day that are tallied first. Those have tended to be highly Democratic in the last couple of elections. So Democrats start to appear in the lead, and then the Republican tallies come in from the people who vote on Election Day in person. So it's important not to jump to conclusions with very fragmentary information on election night. Wait for the race call, don't fall for misinformation, and wait and see what the election officials say.